Hey everybody, good morning. It is Friday and that means it's time for our Ask the Broker show right here in Stockton Area Realtors Facebook group and beyond. Today we got a good topic we've been asked a lot about personally amongst clients and whatnot. We all know home price appreciation here in 2020, 2021 has been skyrocketing.
Yes.
But the question is, what's going to happen? What do we think is going to happen in 2022? Before we answer that question, Lo, let's get into some stats about what we've seen across the country as far as appreciation in the last year.
Well, the whole country has gone up, but us here in the West have really gone up quite a bit. As a matter of fact, take a guess from the first quarter of last year to the first quarter of this year, how much we went up. David, do you know that one? I know you do.
I do, but
22% right here in California. That is unreal. I mean, healthy market is 10%. 22 is almost too much.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those, what goes up must come down. So the market's been really good all across the board. Every price range has gone up.
Yep.
You know that from making offers and not getting them, out there. So you know how much it's gone up. But I guess, David, the big question now is, there's one person will say we're going to crash. The next person will say, no, we're still going to go. David, what are we going to do in 22?
Yeah, well, to answer that question, prices are really dictated, as you know, between the supply and demand of the housing market. And we've had a very low level of supply in 2020 and 2021 that caused prices to go up. So what is the supply and demand looking like for 2022? I got some data for you, some projections, and I'm just going to put these up on the screen and read them for you. Let's see. The demand for single-family homes has been strong over the last 18 months. The supply of houses available for sale were at historic lows, as I just said. There's some good news, though, on the supply side in the future. There were 432,000 new listings that hit the market in August. That's an increase over 18,000 last year. So we're starting to see more homes come on the market. I'm starting to see it here with our local trends here in Stockton. We've seen the last 4 months go up. However, CoreLogic still says there will be a shortage of supply in 2022. And here's what they said. They said, given the widespread demand and considering the number of standalone houses built during the past decade, the single-family market is estimated to be undersupplied by 4.35 million units in 2022. So there was in the decade of 2010 to 2020, the house building almost stopped in many of those because of the crash. So we are undersupplied mainly because of the lack of building during that decade.
Yeah, the builders just couldn't build because they couldn't afford to build and make any kind of profit.
All right, so let's get into the home price appreciation forecast for 2022. The Home Price Expectation Survey, which is a survey of over 100 economists, investment strategists, and housing market analysts, call for a price appreciation of 5.12% next year.
That's more healthy.
That's slightly above a normal market, and historically a normal market's right around 4%. So we're still slightly above a normal market, which leads me to believe we're still slightly going to be in a seller's market. Not much, but they're predicting we're slowly going to adjust back to normalcy here.
So that so-called crash, probably at least on the West Coast, doesn't look like it's happening.
Yep. So here are 4 major entities and their predictions for 2022. First off, the National Association of Realtors predicts 4.4% gain. The Mortgage Bankers Association at 8.4%, pretty high. Fannie Mae at 5.1% and Freddie Mac at 5.3%. All, like I said, above the historic normal of 4.1%. So, the bottom line is these 4 outfits and organizations are still predicting a more healthy price appreciation, not the crash that some people are predicting with the increase of forbearances and evictions and all that good stuff. So that's good news, in my point.
I think it is too, because buyers, at least in our area, and I'll use David's expression, have been beat up badly. So now maybe they're going to have a better chance of getting a home at a reasonable price and not having to bid it up so high. So I think that's good news for buyers, and sellers, you're still going to get pretty much top money. You just won't get all the terms you were getting before.
That's right. So lots of good information here for us on our Ask the Broker show today. I hope this is true, because that'll be a much healthy market for all of us. So thank you guys so much for watching today. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think. Do you think these predictions are right on, spot on? Do you see a crash? Do you think they're going to continue to appreciate higher than these levels? We want to hear what you guys think. Comment down below, and thanks again for watching. See you next week.